Hello. Um, I've not really done many or much updates lately, so I'll just give a quick update. To be honest with you, I'm struggling a little bit. Um, as you can see, I've done this, or part of this, the quarter panel. Is it the quarter panel or the flitch panel? Flitch panel, I think it is. So I've kind of repaired it at the end, put this panel in, and I'm just in the process of putting these panels across the bottom here. What I've decided to do, this seam, this is the original seam, and it ran down and like ended up there, but it was a bit of a strange setup. So you had the seam ran down here, and then it's probably easier if I show you this way. The inner wing has a little bit of a seam on it, but as it gets down further, can you see how they fold it under? I don't know if you can see there, but you've got the straight seam, and then as it comes down it folds under, which is supposed to go all the way down. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to just have it flush like I've done with the bottom here, doing away with the seam. I think it's just going to promote rust. So that's what I'm going to do there. As you can see, that's yet to be welded, but that's going to be the finish. That's just like boxing off the end of this, the front end of the sill, and obviously I've welded the floor inside, and then I don't know what you'd call that, I suppose the flitch panel, I think it is. But I've not really gone any further. So excuse me, I'm carrying my lamp with me. And my problem, if I can try and explain to you, when I did the other side, when I've measured the other side, I've measured from the B post. So I've measured out to a point and then measured down to the sill, and that's the measurement I've used to set that sill. Taken a couple of other measurements from the rear window, so from the bottom of the rear window to the sill on the other side, and matched this. The problem I've got is that when I've put the boxing plate on, so the boxing plate, I don't know if you can see there, but it sits about 4 or 5 mil below, but then it sits flush with the top. It sits flush with the top of the inner sill here. So I don't know whether I've got the measurement wrong on that sill, or whether the other side of the door on the other side is incorrect. But I don't want to weld it up until I've taken some measurements. So I'm going to ask some friendly Morris Minor owners, especially a two-door, if they can measure from the top of the B pillar out 15 inches and then drop down, and that should give me the depth of my sill. Once I know that, then I can weld it up. I'm loath to do it, even just to spot weld it, otherwise I'll have to take it back off again. So that's what's delaying me really. As I say, I can't weld anything until all that's done. So once it's in place, this gap here will be gone, because that pulls into there like that, so the whole thing will weld up. I have it right there, but the boxing plate just sits slightly low. I don't know if you can. Oh, it's making a lie right to me now. It looks higher, but it is actually lower than the top of this sill. So I don't know whether it welds onto the inner sill or not, but I'll have to ask that question. But yeah, so like I said, that's where we're up to at the moment. It's taking a while, I know, but unfortunately with lockdown and one thing and another, the my garage is full. The other side of the car is absolutely full of rubbish, so I can't really do much welding. I don't want to set fire to it, but yeah, that's where we're up to at the moment. I'm going to ask a few questions on the forum and see if people will measure their boxing sills, and hopefully I'll get it sorted. Okay then, speak to you soon. Bye.